Haven't gone inside the school part yet. I didn't have the greatest audio, so I just simply muted the sound. Just a couple pictures up next, then video footage.
This creepy pig was just there.
2 abandoned buildings. Here we were talking about whether or not we wanted to go inside here or not. Wasn't sure what we were really looking at because all we heard about was about the school and its backstory. Opened in 1903 as the New Hampshire School for Feeble-Minded Children, the Laconia State School was a 247-acre campus designed to care for children with disabilities, but it later became characterized by severe overcrowding, segregation, and subhuman conditions. Following a class action lawsuit and scandal, the institution finally closed in 1991, becoming a landmark case in the national deinstitutionalization movement. Feeble-minded is an archaic and now offensive term that historically described someone with low intelligence, an intellectual disability, or someone deemed mentally deficient. It implies a weak mind, being slow-witted, lacking sound judgment, or being unable to manage one's own affairs, often associated with early 20th century eugenics. Now going on the path towards the abandoned school. Again, we didn't have the best audio, so most clips are muted. Also didn't have light much. This is all we got to B4. We seen security cars up ahead. Is it worth PT2? Do we bring more people? I'd like to say, as a personal feeling, I felt like something heavy was on my shoulders, felt like I was being watched the whole time. The whole time I felt like I had to be ready for something, like I felt like something was going to grab me and guide me away from the group. I felt drawn towards a general area over there. Is it worth part 2 with more equipment? Because we did not go in. Here's some footage of the history here at Laconia State School.
Buildings to imagine yourself living under these conditions. Here you get a view of the first floor dormitory in which approximately 43 beds are crowded into an area intended for less than half this amount. This is the only recreation space which these men have down in the corner. Please note the 4 cracked toilet bowls which must accommodate approximately 43 men. There's nothing adequate about them. As you can see, each of the bowls is cracked. Note the row upon row of boxes stacked so high a ladder is necessary to reach the top. The children have to climb up to these bins to get their clothing. You will note the clothing piled high on the floor, which creates a tremendous problem of correct ownership. Many times a child's initial wearing is the only wearing of his own clothing. Take particular note of this scene where you see some of the patients loading food into the delivery truck. It is plain to see that this is an unsanitary way to handle food. The food is usually cold by the time it arrives at the various buildings. Last year, the population at the school increased by 80 patients, yet nothing was done or added to the budget by our state legislature to accommodate them.
Well, I think traditionally here in New Hampshire, we've always thought of retardation in terms of a state institution.
There are approximately 20,000 retarded people in New Hampshire, or roughly 3% of the population. However, the severely and profoundly retarded, numbering some 1,000 in New Hampshire, are generally the ones most needing the Laconia State School. Presently, only 400 profoundly retarded children are being treated at the Laconia State School. The institution, which has a capacity of about 900 and is obviously overcrowded, has no room for the other 600 profoundly retarded who need help. In addition to being severely overcrowded, the state school is grossly understaffed. 2 attendants to every 45 patients during the day, and 1 for each 45 at night.
Yes, I'm afraid New Hampshire is woefully behind in providing the services in the community to these children and their families.
It has been nearly 10 years since New Hampshire legal assistance attorneys began looking carefully at conditions at the Laconia State School.
We had a situation where there were so many residents that the staff were not able to properly care for them.
It was a scene which was entirely out of control.
We had a situation where the residents were in buildings that were not meeting fire safety codes, that didn't represent a positive environment.
As many as 60 and 70 clients would be clustered around a couple of tables, grabbing each other's food, stealing food from one another, staff running around trying to control this client from hitting or stealing the food of another. It was absolute chaos.
Eventually, the Garrity versus Gallon lawsuit was filed, a lengthy trial was held, and in 1981 a federal court judge ordered the state to implement a plan to improve the quality of life for hundreds of retarded citizens.
The state of New Hampshire believes the state school has complied fully with the 1981 court order, and the Attorney General's office has gone to U.S. District Court to seek a release from that order, but a final decision has yet to come down.